no choice but to be young and dumb for the last time. Then you came to me like a wave from the deep blue sea, and I cried, 'cause I knew what it meant to be brand new, all shiny, my life redefined. Ooh, every time I thought about the leaves falling down like teardrops from the trees, I know I will be there for you. Ooh, every time I heard the sparrows sing, joyful and so unaware of things. I know I will be there for you. Burning a little flame that turned into a forest fire. Oh, seeking a home, something that serves as my way out. Then you came to me like a wave from the deep blue sea, and I cried, 'cause I knew what it meant to be brand new, all shiny, my life redefined.
Hey Tugboats, and welcome back to the channel for part 2 of episode 4. Now, before we get started, I do want to give a disclaimer since this is part 2. It is going to be a little shorter than the standard episodes that we have on here, just because it is a continuation of the last episode. I wanted to space them out because I was having some difficulty with the prom event, so I didn't actually physically get to take Kenny to prom, but I just wanted to incorporate that in her memories and also be able to show you guys what actually transpired. So, as you all could see, there was a little bit of conflict between Brooklyn and her date, and unfortunately, he's just a jerk. I mean, that's all it is to it. He's just a jerk, and she was having a rough time, and she eventually needed to step away from the situation, which good for her. But after that, Kenny was able to come by and check on her, which, guys, that ended up being exactly what we needed. That fixed everything between her and Brooklyn. Now, Kenny did get home a little late last night because after she and Brooklyn did talk, they spent the rest of the night just, hanging out, dancing together, having a good time. Now, I would like to say Brooklyn and her are not besties right now or anything like that, but they definitely have patched up the issues between them. So things are a lot better. She came home, she told her mom what happened, and even Simone was like, I'm so happy that you guys were able to clear the air and things are much better between you all. So yeah, things are going really great in the family, and I'm sure that just makes Simone feel a lot better just about the entire situation. But hopping back upstairs to Simone, she has been doing some cleaning, and I don't know if you guys can notice, but the back room has officially been cleaned up and cleaned out. Now, Simone could not do this on her own. She definitely needed to call in some resources. And so Ezra and Dominic moved everything out of this room. One, also because Simone is pregnant and no heavy lifting for her. But we just really needed to get this done. And it was something that Simone was dreading for quite some time, but found this note in this keepsake box, which she had no idea her mother had. It just kind of solidified everything for her as to why she needed to move forward and was able to do just that. It was a note that was personally left to her from her mother and also a little note for Kenny. But her mom had basically summed up that she didn't want her family to be sad after the passing of her life. She lived a full life with her husband and her children, and she felt very happy and satisfied in her journey, and she wanted her children to also have that and her grandchildren as well. Well, she only has one grandchild really, and that's Kenny, but the neighborhood kids were also her grandchildren. But in the note, she had, like I said, mentioned a little portion for Kenny, and in that portion, she had left Kenny some money to get the things that she needed for university. She knew that Kevin and Simone had been working really hard to get the things that Kenny needed, but they just weren't going to be able to get every single thing. And so with that, she left 6,000 simoleons for Kenny to take to college. And she hasn't shared that information with Kenny yet. I think that Simone will talk to Kenny about that later just because things are going so good right now and she doesn't want to bring that up and kind of potentially upset her. And so it'll be something that they discuss later in the week, but we will definitely be telling her that, you know, her grandma left her some simoleons to take to college. But back to Kenny. I'm sorry, we're going back and forth. Like I said, we're just really wrapping up episode 4 here. But Kenny had such a great time at prom last night. She did not win prom royalty, but that's okay. She's not mad about it. She is just happy that she was able to talk to Brooklyn and clear the air with that issue and everything. Kenny is going to head upstairs and get ready. She had mentioned to her mom this morning at the table that she would be meeting up with Isaac this afternoon because he had something that he wanted to give to her, but he couldn't find the right time to do it at prom last night. And so he's going to be meeting up with her today to do just that. Now, I'm sure you guys are already piecing together what he's probably giving her, but you know, Kenny has no idea, so let's not spoil it for her, right? She is just really excited to see him because last night was so magical. They spent the entire night slow dancing and they shared so many sweet moments, and just the photos and seeing one another in formal wear, I think really just made it that much more exciting because, you know, it almost feels like you're grown when you're going to prom and you're dressed up all nice and your hair is done and you've got these expensive outfits on and you're kind of having the first chapter to your adulthood. So it's been a lot of fun. But Kenny is going to send a text to Isaac and just let him know, hey, I can't wait to see you. I'm going to be leaving soon if you're ready. And, you know, she doesn't want to rush him or anything, but definitely wants to just let him know that she's good to go on her end. Now, I think Simone's phone is ringing. Oh my gosh. Everyone's trying to get her to come out. I think that they're trying to get her to come to the flea market because they had seen her brother and her boyfriend moving things out. And so they're just assuming that she's probably ready to sell all this, which we did just move the whole bedroom set down to the garage because, I mean, we don't have anywhere to send it. So we might actually end up having some kind of yard sale or something like that because Simone doesn't really need all of this furniture. And like I said, it's a complete bedroom set. So somebody could really benefit from this and we could sell it at a pretty decent price. So we might have to actually host a yard sale soon. But with Kenny still waiting on that text back from Isaac, she's just going to head downstairs and share some photos of prom last night with her mom. She's like, look at this. Can you believe this? She's showing her some videos and everything and just letting her know how fun it was. And she goes, oh my gosh, I remember my prom with Dominic. She's like, Mom, wasn't that in the 90s? She's like, yeah, but the 90s were the best. You have no idea. And Kenny's like, well, I can only imagine. You guys look so good together. And I can't wait to get the pictures back of me and Isaac. Like, it's just so crazy. And she goes, speaking of Isaac, is he excited about Foxbury? And she goes, yeah, Mom, he's really excited. I just really hope that we can make it work. You know, I'm so worried that we're just gonna fizzle out or something because of the distance and everything. But she's like, don't be so dramatic. You know, I mean, things do happen sometimes, but just try to embrace the moment that is now and just be together and be one and just stay in contact with each other. And, you know, if it's meant for you guys to be together, then you'll definitely be together. And she's like, Mom, slow down. It's too much. And she's like, I'm just saying, baby, I don't want you to stress it. I want you to focus on your schoolwork and everything. And she goes, I know, but Isaac's important too. And she tells her, I know, baby. And she's like, oh, speaking of which, he just texted me. So I'm going to head out, Mom. And she's like, okay, baby. So we're just going to give our mom a hug goodbye. And we're going to head out to go meet Isaac at the park. So Kenny just got here to the park and Isaac texts her where he's at, and we notice that he's over here on the bridge, and oh my gosh, he looks so nervous. As y'all can see, if we go over here, he is feeling embarrassed. And I kind of summed that up to him just being a little anxious about what exactly he is about to do. And so she like, hey, Isaac, wait a minute. I'm right here. Come back, come back. And he's like, oh, hey, Kenny. Did he try to run away? Possibly. But I think that she's probably, you know, just going to embrace him really quickly. She notices that he looks a little sweaty. He looks a little stressed. So she comes over and she's like, hey, babe, what's wrong? Are you shaking? And oh my gosh, not our dad calling. It's almost like he has some kind of radar in his brain. And he's like, let me see where Kenny's at. What is she doing with her boyfriend? But yeah, he goes, oh, you look good too, babe. She goes, babe, I just came out in my sweat. Stop. I didn't even like get to really get cleaned up. So no, I don't look great. So Kenny tells Isaac just a minute. She had to answer a phone with her dad. And I do feel like Isaac really just needs to take a minute to walk over and, you know, just take a deep breath and calm himself down and just relax a little bit because he is feeling really tense. Oh my gosh, he can cry. No, I don't want to cry, but we can actually prepare for our next task. So he's just going to stand over here. He's really just thinking about what it is that he's about to do. And guys, y'all have no idea, but he is just going to start it off by saying, oh, well, how's your day? You know, was prom exactly what you wanted it to be last night? And she's like, yeah, of course, it was great. She's like, Isaac, you're being weird. And he's going to try to tell a funny story. You know, he's doing everything he can to just avoid exactly what it is that he wants to do at this very moment. So yeah, we're just telling her everything. He's going to confess about daydreaming about her. He's like, you know, I was thinking about our future together and everything. And she's like, oh yeah, me too. I think about it all the time. And he's like, speaking of which, you know, regarding our future, I really can't wait to be with you, Kenny. He's like, you're just so cute. I can't wait to spend time with you all the time. She goes, stop. But he's like, yeah, just imagine all the vacations will go on and everything. And she's like, I can't wait to spend forever with you either, Isaac. And she goes, so what's this all about? Like, what are you doing? And guys, Isaac did in fact buy promise rings, and he did this shortly after they had their conversation about Foxberry. It was something that he always wanted to do since probably sophomore year. He and Kenny have been together the entirety of their high school years, and so it's just been something that he's wanted to do for a while now, but he's just now getting around to it. You know, they're expensive and everything like that. He is going to pop those out. She has no idea what he's doing at all, but he goes, hey, Kenny, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Like, you have no idea, but this is what I got you. And she goes, what? A ring? Like, she goes, what kind of ring is this, Isaac? Is this like an engagement ring? And he goes, no, baby, it's a promise ring. And she's like, a promise ring? Now, Sim's animations are always so cringe, but he's like, yeah, I have been wanting to give you this for a really long time, but I finally just got around to getting it, you know, money and everything, and being a high school student, it's hard to get those kinds of things, but I've been working all year and I finally was able to pick you out a ring. And he just says to her, baby, I love you and I mean it when I give you this promise ring, but I promise to give my whole self to you. And even if we're away at college, like, you don't have to worry. And she goes, Isaac, this is the sweetest thing anyone's ever done for me. And they share this moment of just romance together, and she's feeling so giddy. She's going to text her best friend and tell her, oh my gosh, you will not believe this. Isaac just got me this promise ring. And she asked him, so what do you want to do for the rest of the day? And he was like, well, I mean, we can go get some ice cream. He's like, I'm feeling like I need it right now. And she goes, yeah, you've been sweating since I got here. She's like, but it's cute. And he's like, okay, let me see what's around and we'll go grab some. But guys, these two are just reminiscing on what exactly happened last night and just enjoying one another. But this is exactly where I'm going to be stopping this part right here. Again, I know it was very short, but this was just supposed to be a continuation of the last episode. So do not worry, there will be another episode coming soon, full length, and it will actually be Kenny's birthday, I think. You guys let me know down below. Do you want it to be Kenny's birthday, or do you just want me to go ahead and jump into graduation? situation and we get to the point, because I can just share some screenshots if it's a birthday. I will not take offense, just let me know. But yes, guys, I am so excited to be jumping into, oh my gosh, we've got the rhythm now. Yes, let's heat things up. But I'm really excited to start Gen 2 with Kenny, because you all have no idea what I have planned, but I'm just gonna say it's gonna get messy, and I'm here for it. I'm really excited. But before we wrap this up, I do want to say thank you to my Patreon supporters. I have recently opened up my Patreon again, and so a few of you have subscribed, and I just want to take this moment to say thank you for all your love and support. And I also want to say thank you to you guys who have been supporting me here on YouTube. You do not have to subscribe on Patreon. It's there because I know a lot of people have asked me in the past if there was a way that they could show support for me. And so I do have that option available, but you guys just watching my content, liking the videos, sharing and commenting, that is truly enough. And I appreciate it so much. You guys are so wonderful. You, one, help me stay distracted. You help me lift my mood up. You guys are my friends. I get to just joke around and talk to you guys about my love for The Sims, and I really love our happy little community that we have over here. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support and doing what you do for me, because y'all have no idea how much it means to me. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Again, sorry it was so short. Sorry I had to make y'all wait, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be talking to you all very soon. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye, everyone.